I believe in the power of prayer. I've seen it happen. Hey guys, so I started making this video a few times and different things has happened, or I was just too upset to even get through it. So now that it's been a few days, I feel like I can actually get through this conversation because I've repeated it to everyone I know in real life so many times by now. But basically, as you can tell by the title of this video, a few days ago, it's like 4 or 5 days ago now, I don't even remember what day it was, but me and the kids were just getting some things done around the house, and I had sat down to like make a list, like a grocery list or something like that, and I noticed my right side, my hand, my arm, my neck, and the right side of my face was like tingling, and I just kind of thought it was weird. I got up and went to the bathroom, and while I was in there, I just gave myself like a stroke test, and it was fine. My smile was symmetrical. I felt fine. Then I came back in here and I sat down and just continued to do what I was doing. Like I said, I felt fine. And then all of a sudden it felt like somebody was like pulling down on my face and my neck, like this heaviness. So I just looked at Mason and I said, tell me if my smile looks normal. And I smiled, and when I smiled, I could even feel that my smile was droopy, that I didn't have like the muscles in this side of my face. So I dialed 911 and I handed Mason the phone. He did an awesome job at talking to them, telling them right where we lived. I was so proud of my kids. I've always worried how they would react in an emergency situation. And he's a junior fireman, and with Josh being on the fire department for so long, it's a big part of our life, you know, to call in 911. We watch a lot of, you know, rescue shows and things like that. So they knew how to handle the situation. So they did really, really good. So the first responders got here, which was thankfully all the people we knew, because they're all on the fire department with Josh. They were here very quickly. EMS was here really quickly. They got me to the hospital, where I had to go to our local hospital because of the seriousness of it until I was stable. So I had to go there and get an initial CT done and some other tests done, and then from there I had to wait to be transferred to a hospital with an MRI machine. So we transferred to one closer to our house, and I spent the night there and had the MRI that next morning. Come to find out, they didn't have the right MRI machine. I don't know. They couldn't do it there, which we didn't know until they were literally wheeling me in there, nearly. And so we knew we were going to have to transfer to a larger hospital an hour away, which we didn't want to do, but because we had that choice. But anyway, so we transferred there. Again, thought we knew we were going to have to spend the night there. So this is like our third day in the hospital. Josh was with me the whole time. And finally got the MRI that I needed done, and an MRA, like angiogram. Spoke to several neurologists, and overall had really good care in the hospital, even though it was frustrating at times. So the verdict is, I had all the symptoms and signs everything pointed to a stroke. So my CT and my MRI was clear. So praise the Lord. So we had the head neurologist come again. He spent quite a bit of time with us that last day. And he really explained some things that I shouldn't be doing. You know, of course, they treated me for a stroke, so I got the blood clotting treatment and the blood thinners and who knows what else. There was some other stuff in there, which is hard on your body. And plus I had IV contrast 4 different times. So that's a lot. That's really a lot. I am someone that does not like to take any kind of medicine. So that was just hard on my body. I feel like it's really hard on my body when I take medicine. That was hard enough. And the IVs and things were actually giving me a fit. They had to change my IV, and just issues with that, which were not fun. The neurologist came and he had sat with us that day and really explained because they thought it could be a dissection, because I do go to the chiropractor. He suggested that I do not go, when I go to the chiropractor, to not get my neck manipulated. So I won't be doing that anymore. I'm going to really buckle down and try to lose weight. I've been doing it more just trying to be healthy and eating healthy, but this was a wake-up call for me to get healthy and like really get healthy. This was by far the scariest thing that I've ever had to deal with in my life, and I'm still dealing with it. He called it a TIA stroke, which a lot of times can mean that it's like a pre-stroke to a major stroke. That's hard to hear. That is, this morning I literally laid in bed, and it's been a few days. Yesterday I was pretty good. I was outside all day and didn't think about it. But this morning and last night, I just felt like a ticking time bomb. Like, when is this going to happen? Is it going to happen? It's just scary. It's really scary. So, with all that said, I'm well. My smile is almost back to normal. The facial drooping, it still tingles here and there. It's hard to kind of write and like to use. I fried a bunch of our extra eggs yesterday to feed to the dogs, and I was scrambling them. I did still have some problems with my hand particularly, but overall it's getting better. Overall, I'm healthy. I'm fine. I'm still dealing with like that anxiety and how to like process everything that's happened. I'm still trying to not panic at times, because I do feel like I'm a ticking time bomb. It's exactly what it feels like. I don't know how to explain it. You're just like expecting this horrible thing to happen, and so I don't know how to move out of that headspace. I also want to say, a lot of you follow me on Instagram. A lot of you are family and friends in real life. And there was a time, the second day in the hospital, where we were waiting on that the MRI that I needed, waiting to be transferred to the larger hospital, that I just wanted to leave. I couldn't stop crying. I couldn't stop. I wanted to leave. I wanted to forget, like, everything. It was so overwhelming. And I was overwhelmed with the medicines they were giving me bad side effects. I was overwhelmed with not having good food. At times I was not able to eat, and then whenever I would finally be able to eat, it was like so late that we couldn't go get anything, and I was trying to, stay away from the hospital food, because it's not good anyway, and they certainly didn't give me any healthy options. But that day, that second day, I put out, I got on Instagram. I think my sister had told some people online what was going on and had asked some prayers. But that second day, I had got on there and I specifically asked for prayers for my anxiety, for these 2 tests that I was going to have done, and for my body to handle the medication. I believe in the power of prayer. I've seen it happen. And a few hours after I posted that request for those prayers and we got transferred, I felt like God had taken care of it. Everything. I felt like I had not had a stroke. And I was able to go through those tests, and I was able to handle those medications. All those things were just taken care of. When that neurologist told us, me and Josh, that he just couldn't explain what happened, because he said all the signs point to a stroke, but I can test you and I can see, to me it looks like you've had a stroke, but your MRI is clear, your CT is clear. I can't explain that. And I told Josh, I said that's God. That was God. And this is not the first time that I've experienced something like that. About 12 years ago or so, I believe it was before I had Riley. I had a tumor on the roof of my mouth. Had MRIs done of this. They were going to do a biopsy, and I had told my church, to be praying for me. I was going to have this biopsy and they have to have it removed. And my preacher said, I really feel like we should pray over you and anoint you. And they did. And I woke up the next morning and that tumor was gone. Gone. It had been there for months and it was just gone. It wasn't there anymore. And that was God. And I know that some of you may not believe or be different religions, but God is good and He takes care of you. He will take care of you. And there are miracles. A lot of people think, well, there's, just not miracles like there was in the Bible. But there are miracles every day happening, whether you realize it or not. These are 2 instances that I did notice. But there's been thousands probably that I've never noticed that God's done in my life. So, with that said, I just want to say thank you for your prayers. I'm doing well. Continue to pray that I heal completely. I still have not heard from my heart doctor. They are aware of what was going on. They could never get their act together to send my cardiac information to this other hospital because it was in a different network. I still don't know what happened with that, if it was normal or not normal. They were trying to request it, but so I've got a lot of doctor's appointments coming up. If you want something to pray specifically about, pray for my anxiety to ease so that I can just be more clear-headed. And you know, I know I need to trust God that He's got this. He's already proven that. And not to worry. And it's just hard to not worry that every little feeling I get is this gonna be it. But I have to remember that no matter what, He is in control. So really quickly, I'm going to tell you guys a few little things that we've been working on because it is busy here on the homestead. This happened at a really busy time. So I'll just show you a little bit of the footage that I've got here and there. And then hopefully in the next few days I'll be able to get back to filming. It's more of just getting in that headspace of being okay to be happy, even though something really bad happened. And that's kind of where I'm at. But I'm physically able to, you know, do all the things I normally would do. Of course, I don't want to stress out my body, and I'm doing really good things to take care of it and to detox. And I've had a friend who gave me some really good suggestions that I'm taking. So I'm on the way to healing completely. So I will be filming a little bit more, but we've had a lot going on. So we got our greenhouse pad done. We did have to level it because the ground was unlevel there. And Josh and his dad and Mason did a really good job at getting that leveled and filled up with dirt. And it looks great. We've still got to get gravel in it. And then they are delivering my greenhouse this Thursday if it's not super rainy. So I'm really excited about that. And then today we were actually started working on the chicken coop. We are building this amazing chicken coop. And so Josh and Mason and Riley has been up there. They got so much done today. I went up there and sat with them and got a little bit of footage, and it's coming along great. It's gonna look great. We got a couple little things we've got to get to finish it out. Another good few hours of work and it'll be done, and we can put the chickens in there, and everybody's excited and ready to show them their new home. So that's exciting. And then we've got meat chickens and some baby chicks coming next week as well. So it's gonna be a busy week next week. A lot going on. That'll probably be all in the next vlogs, the next few vlogs. So we're really excited to share all the new things that's going on, and you know, 2 major buildings being put up on the homestead. So I know it is crazy. Riley's over here with me, but yeah, we're excited to do that. So, you know, it's been a really rough week, and just thank you guys for praying for us. And I just wanted to hop on here and kind of explain. I think it was called a TIA stroke is what it was, and I'm doing good, and we just got to get over this little hump and we'll be on the up and up. So I want to thank you guys for watching, and thank you guys so much for all of your support, and we'll see you soon. Thank you for watching, and God bless.